Hey, good morning. So, I thought this would be interesting. If you guys didn't catch it, I had our annual Christmas party last night where our whole department gets together and kind of celebrate everything. We have retirees show up. A lot of people bring their kids. Santa shows up. Good time, good food. A lot of guys cook. We had guys that were doing the smoker all day long for it. It was an awesome event. It's a tradition my department's always done and had. Well, we went through a couple of years, though, where one year was canceled, and the following year it was probably one of the worst showings it's had. And yesterday, we were almost back to where we used to be. We didn't have as many retirees as before, but it was a really good showing for it. But I listened to a lot of different conversations that were happening. And if you guys already don't know, my feelings on morale is it's a personal thing, right? Actually, me and our current interim chief, we had brief conversations where he agrees there's no white horse coming. He goes, morale is going to be a personal choice on our own. But there's a little bit more to it, and I kind of had that aha moment this morning after the event, talking with a lot of guys. So I put in the comments over there that everyone's a skilled sailor in calm seas, right? Right now I'm looking at the water, and it's easy to navigate, right? It's not rough. But when things get rough, are you able to manage what's going on? That's the key to it. And it kind of reminds me of, I really don't watch sports that much anymore. Fishing, I enjoy it. It's something I'm interested in. But there's something we used to call Fairweather fans. Which means you only like a certain team when they're winning. Well, how often do you see people, maybe it's even yourself, that you're a Fairweather fan with your own morale? Which means when things are easy, hey, I'm happy. When things get a little difficult, it's, morale's in the dump and I'm miserable and I hate this place. Think about that. So I think too many of us are fair weather fans with our own morale because things are going to get tough. Life is a roller coaster. Our career is a roller coaster. I was taught that by a senior captain many years ago. Things are going to be great sometimes, and sometimes it's going to be a little rough, right? So it really comes down to your resiliency with it, because our current chief, he's a very charismatic, visionary person, so he makes it easy to have high morale, right? Maybe there was someone previous that made it a little bit more challenging. And today it comes down to your resiliency. Can you handle it? Or are you going to pout and take your toys and get out of the sandbox? People do that. I've seen it happen. So that's why I think it's important to realize that things aren't always going to go our way. There's going to be decisions maybe we don't agree with. Maybe we're going to get skipped up for promotion, rough times, illness, whatever happens. But stop being a fair weather fan with your own morale. Because it really is if you easily get upset over things, it comes down to kind of revealing to yourself your level of resiliency. How much can you handle with it? And are there things you can do to help it? There's a lot of good books on there on resiliency. But you got to be able to handle what's thrown at you. Just like our job, we're all-star firefighters when we're only running fire alarms and general illnesses. How about when we got 2 rooms kicking off, or, cardiac arrest or overdose? You got to be skilled. We have to be skilled at those high events. So also be able to handle when things aren't as great. I just noticed that it really, people like to say, they were telling this guy, hey, this is really a show of your leadership, of people showing up, and he didn't want to agree with that. Well, I will say it does have something to do with it, because this individual, he makes it easy to have high morale right now, right? So everyone's going to have it. And you looked around the room, pretty much everyone is there with it. It was very interesting to watch. So this is something I normally end arguments with, let's just agree to disagree. This is something I feel strongly about because I've watched it happen over and over again. This is why you can have one agency and you can have you can have a group of people into the job. You have some people that hate it and some that are just status quo with it. It's really the level of resiliency that this person's having with what's going on. If everyone got a 50% pay raise, majority of people be like, all right, great. That's not always going to be the case. So what are you able to handle? And remember that level of morale is going to be on your own choosing. And there are people that make it easy to have it, and there are people that make it a little more challenging. But that's kind of life with it. And any challenge you're going through is going to make you better, right? So I really wanted to share that with you guys because it was interesting just listening to conversations, because there's some people that are always going to be good to go, and there's some that are not. It really comes down to that level of resiliency with it, and stop trying to blame outside factors on your own morale with it. So you guys have a great Sunday, and I'll talk to you later.